All right, we're recording. All right, guys, welcome to yoga on a Monday. I hope you all have a nice, comfortable spot. We're going to continue some of the poses we had from last week and some of the stretches we had from last week, while we're going to add in a lot of our low poses. So not laying poses, but low poses today. So we're going to get kind of a base of low poses, and we're going to work on some of the poses we had last week. Every day we start in seated pose, so find yourself in a nice, comfortable position. Hopefully you're in a semi-distraction-free environment. I know it's not perfect or ideal, but part of that is clearing those distractions out of your head. As we focus on our breathing, I want you to take a nice deep breath in and sit your body up nice and tall. Think of a string at the crown of your head, pulling your head up towards the ceiling, creating a strong spine and abdominal. Find a comfortable position for your hands, modify for knees if you need, and we're going to focus on our breath in and our breath out. Some of you have gotten really good at creating some mantras. Others are counting their breaths. Whatever you're finding a way to focus in on your own breathing is kind of the goal. So as you think about that breath, it could be the most intensity of the breath, or it just could be a number. Together, we're going to take one good deep breath together, breathing in nice and deep in the chest. And go ahead and slowly exhale out. Let those shoulders relax as you exhale, reaching the crown of the head towards the sky. We're going to continue our Friday practice, and we're going to try to get to 5 uninterrupted breaths. Note any distractions that pop in your mind, and then try to clear them out for the moment. On your own, 5 breaths. Okay, as you get to that 5th breath, go ahead and slowly begin to open your eyes. Kind of come back to the moment. We're going to take our right hand, reach out in front. Exhale, draw the hand across your body. Inhale, loop the elbows and give a nice pull, stretching that shoulder. This isn't a pose, this is just like a nice shoulder warm-up that we kind of go off of, just to loosen up the upper body and the arms. Switch. Eventually we're going to start doing these on our own, but we're still kind of tying them in together, especially as we have some newcomers, and those of you who were unable to join us last week, welcome this week. We're very happy you're here. Hopefully you can use this class as a little bit of a stress relief, and it will help with some digestion after a lunch period. And relax. Right arm up in the air, drop the arm over the head, grab the back of the elbow, pull. Try and remind yourself to sit up nice and tall. Stretch of the tricep. A little bit of the delt, a little bit of the lat. And relax. Switch, extending the left hand, dropping it behind the head, grabbing the elbow, and pulling. And relax. Go ahead, and as you bring your arms down, stretch them out nice and wide like an airplane. We're going to go with some nice tight arm circles. Working those rotator cuffs. If you are an athlete that uses the arms anyway, this could be from serving a volleyball to throwing a baseball, throwing a football. Pretty much all sports, you're going to use your shoulders reverse, and this gets it nice and loose. It helps with our rotation, as well as keeps our rotator cuffs used to their movement. Okay, big arm circles. Modification for those of you who is kind of smacking your arms against things. Instead of going the big full arm, we can bend the elbow, and we're still working. It's almost like you're trying to keep that finger next to the armpit, and you're still going to work a nice big rotation of that elbow, but hopefully you can get a little bit more range of motion than hitting the floor. Make sure you reverse the other way. I'm in here, like I said, I moved my kitchen table back, so I'm trying to get a little different area, maybe a little better lighting. And switch, let's go to the other side. You're going to notice maybe some of you have better rotation on one side than the other. Most people tend to favor one part of their body. That's kind of what you're going to see. Good, and reverse. Not bad. Okay, shake it out a little bit. We'll roll the shoulders. Nice big rotations. Bring those traps up near the ears. Reverse, go the other way. Try to let go of some negativity. Bring yourself into the here and now and simply think about the fact that we're all kind of doing some yoga together at home, which is pretty cool when you think about it. Deep breath in, sit nice and tall. Exhale, lower that chin down to the chest. Slowly begin to roll that left ear to the left side. Deep breath in while you do it. Exhale, bring the chin back across the front of the chest. Inhaling, bringing that right ear to the right shoulder. And exhale, and we're gonna go ahead and hit a full rotation. And we're gonna rotate that neck through. This is right, everybody. Can you say hi, buddy? Hi. Okay. Can you keep driving your truck on so I can teach? Thanks, pal. And rotate, rotate, rotate. Nope. Sorry, guys. Remember, Bubba, you can't mess with my computer, okay? You can hang out with us, but just don't touch the computer. Can you say okay? All right, he gets bummed out. And sorry, big neck rotations. Go ahead and reverse the other way if you can. We're just gonna kind of shake out the neck, shake out the shoulders, and understand that distractions are a part of our daily practice. You saying bye-bye? That's excellent. Good job, buddy. And we're gonna keep going. The dog wants lots of attention too, but he's gonna move on as well. All right, everybody take a big, big breath in. I'm getting a couple messages from people about internet problems. If you can't connect, it's totally okay. Remember where I always put up a playback and we'll kind of work from there. It's yoga, I don't want anybody to stress too much. So we're gonna think about our daily practice now. I'm actually gonna turn my body today because a lot of what we're gonna be doing is gonna be, if you have yourself a yoga mat or a space, it's gonna be a nice long space this direction. So I'm gonna do my best to kind of give all the examples as I can. So Monday is more of a teaching day, so I'm gonna talk through these poses. You're gonna inhale, and you're gonna sit up nice and tall in seated pose. And as you exhale, you're gonna roll the body forward, placing the hands on the mat, opening the legs up so the knees are below the hips. You're trying to create a nice flat back, okay? Pushing the hands into the ground, okay? And this is called table pose. In table pose, hold on, guys, I need you guys to go in the other room, please. Daddy's teaching right now. I know it's really hard to understand, and I know you don't think it's fair, but Daddy's got to work, and you've got to go in the other room, buddy, okay? I can't right now, I'm teaching, but you got to go. Thank you. Okay, table pose, nice wide fingers, and you're going to hold a flat back. The whole time I'm doing this, I'm reaching the crown of my head to the front of the room, and my tail going to the back of the room. And I'm pulling my belly button nice and tight to my spine. This is a low pose. Yeah, you can do yoga with us, buddy, that's fine. This is a low pose. Okay, and this is also a base pose that we're gonna do that just helps us kind of find our focus and begin to relax. My fingertips are spread as far apart as I can, and I'm pushing against the ground, trying to create some space in my shoulders. We're just gonna hold table pose and breathe. Okay, the next poses are called cat and cow. And in your cat and cow pose, okay, this is the first rotational pose that we're gonna participate in. When you breathe in a cat, you're gonna inhale, rounding the spine up, dropping the head down between the shoulders and bringing the tailbone between the hips. I'm gonna breathe in the full time. When I hit the top of my inhale, I'm gonna exhale, bending the hips down, tilting the tailbone towards the air and the head towards the air. And this is cow. So one more time, we inhale cat, rounding the spine. Top of that inhale, we exhale, pushing the belly button down into cow. Find the rhythm of your breathing and rotate back and forth between cat and cow. Okay, keep going on your own while I deal with my child. Mister, you need to go in the other room, please. Come on. We've got to go play in here. Daddy's teaching right now. You cannot be in here, okay? Come here, play. Okay, guys, sorry for the distractions. Okay, we're going again. Now, hopefully you've been working on your cat and cow, and I want you to come back to table pose. In table pose, our next move is we're going to transition to a pose called low lunge. So the transition here is with that nice flat back, flat spine. We're going to inhale, raising the left foot behind us, pointing the toe away. And as you exhale, you're going to swing your foot forward, placing your foot on the mat, reaching the right foot back behind you. So I'm elongating my back leg, and I'm bringing my left foot to a 90-degree angle, and I'm resting the weight of my chest onto my thigh. And this is called low lunge. Okay, so let's do that again. We're in table pose, nice flat back, knees below the hips. I'm going to inhale, left leg back. I'm going to exhale, swinging it forward, lowering my weight down onto my chest. This pose is called low lunge. Each breath you take, you're going to exhale, and you're going to sink a little deeper into your lunge. And you're going to feel it stretch out that inner hip flexor, a little bit of the glute. And this is a static stretch, meaning you're not bouncing, you're just holding it, and you're letting gravity as well as your breathing lower you down. Inhale, raise the hips up just slightly. When you exhale, take that left hand, bring it inside of your leg, and lean a little more. This is called lizard pose. This is really going to expand those hip flexors and open up the pelvic joints. We'll get into low lizard in a little while, but today we're just going to stick with lizard. So hold lizard pose and breathe, and let some people in. Hold lizard pose and breathe. Try to get a little lower with each breath. Some of you are really going to feel this stretch. Some of you are not. Inhale, raise your hips. Exhale, walk that left hand back out. And through that exhale, we're going to go slight lean. Inhale, we're going to roll the hips up, sliding that front foot forward just slightly. Nice tall spine. Okay, and we're going to exhale and sink the hips back down. You notice I'm kind of walking my foot forward. We're going to hit a position where my foot is below my knee, create a nice 90. I'm reaching the back leg back behind, and my chest and spine are nice and tall. I know you can't really see my head, but that's okay. You don't need to see my face right now. This is low warrior 1. Okay, so I'm going to show that again for people who didn't quite see the transition. Like I said, teaching day. Low lunge. Okay, inhale, raise the hips. Exhale, roll the spine up. And sink. Low warrior 1. I like to hold my hands out in front for a balance piece. If you want to put them on the thigh or next to you, that's all okay as well. Again, with each breath, we're going to sink our hips down, get nice and low into this stretch. Try to prevent your knee from coming out past your toes. I don't want you to damage that ankle or that knee, but make sure there's a good support in that foot below it. Okay, I'm going to turn my body so I can show you the next transition. So we're in low warrior 1. You can kind of see how the other side of that looks. You're going to inhale, raise the hips slightly. Exhale, open your right arm back, left arm forward, sink hips down. Try to keep this back leg as straight as you can. Front foot's pointed forward. I go flat palms, but you can go ahead, that's up to you, but you really want to try to make sure your arms are nice and flat. And you're really working on opening that right shoulder to create an opening in the hips. This is called low warrior 2. My eyes are going the same direction as my chest. Inhale, raise your hips up. Exhale, pivot back to the middle and fold down back into low lunge. Okay, good. I'm gonna spin it back around. So we're gonna hold low lunge. Getting a good stretch in low lunge. Now, your next transition is we're gonna inhale and we're gonna tuck that right toe underneath. And you're gonna raise that right knee off the ground. Okay, and we're in kind of a low lunge, but a raised knee low lunge. You're gonna exhale. Step that left foot back into a plank. Okay, I'm gonna show this again for people who didn't quite catch it. I went from warrior down into low lunge, tuck the back toe, raise the knee, and step back into plank. Modifications, you can always do the plank from your knees, but what I wanna see is this, where you have a nice flat back. If you're doing this from your knees, you're not doing yourself any good, you're not helping your plank. Okay, it's a walked out, where I'm still engaging my core, Okay, and I'm still working my body, but I'm taking some of the weight off of my toes, or we are just up in a full plank. Hold plank. Inhale, raise the hips slightly, elbows into the body, and you're gonna slowly exhale, lowering the body down. This is called crocodile. When you get almost to the floor, you're gonna inhale, round the spine up, press the hips into the mat, tilt the head slightly back. Cobra. Okay, for those of you who need to see it again, here we go. Plank, hips, elbows, exhale, crocodile, inhale, cobra. The first time I like to let my chin drift down, creates a good extra stretch there. Inhale, raise hips, almost like you're coming up to computer pose. We're gonna take our computer pose, table pose. You can tell I'm looking at my computer. You're gonna take your feet, put them together, widen the knees apart. From this move, I know this is normally in class, this feels awkward. I'm on the camera, it's great. Using your palms, push your hips back towards your heels. You're trying to keep that back flat and lower the body down. The way I was taught is you try to put your armpits on the mat, okay? So as you come, you're gonna be nice and stretched out. Lower those armpits down. The wider you can get the knees, the more of a stretch you're gonna create in your groin. This is also for those of you who have kind of lower back problems. This is a great lower back stretch. This is called arms extended child, or we sometimes shorten it to just child's pose. This is a great one. Take a nice deep breath. Let gravity kind of open your hips up a little bit. Clear out some distractions and clear out some stress. Okay, inhale back up to table. And breathe in table. Now that I don't have a 3-year-old here, I'm gonna try and talk about table a little more specifically for you guys, I'm sorry. Okay, table, you're looking for a flat back. You're reaching the crown of the head towards the front of the room, or the front of whichever way your head is going, and you're reaching your tailbone out behind you to try and get a nice, long spine. I'm pulling my belly button nice and tight to my spine, engaging my abdominals, and then I've got the tops of my feet flat on the floor. Take a couple good breaths in table pose. Okay, let's do the right side now. Inhale, reach the right leg as far back behind you as you can. Try not to kick anything in your house. Exhale, swing that leg up between your hands. Reach that left leg back a little bit. Lower your weight of your chest down onto your knee. So as we get better at this, the idea is your hips should be all the way forward, creating a flat back through the low lunge. Mr. Rien clearly needs to work on his flexibility just like everybody else, but there are different levels of these poses. We're just gonna hold some low lunge. Don't forget to breathe, especially in these static poses like low lunge and warrior. Each breath, you're sinking a little deeper into your stretch. Good work, guys. Inhale, bring the right hand to the inside of the right leg. You guys can kind of see a different look here. I'm having it lined up exactly next to my leg, okay? And then I'm gonna lean a little more. This is lizard pose. Inhale, raise the hips slightly. Exhale, bring the hand back out to the outside of the right leg. Inhale, lean into that lunge. Exhale, roll the hips up, elongate the spine. Sink back down into warrior one. One of the moves we will add as we do this is we will go low lunge. Inhale, slight lean. Exhale, we'll bring the hands nice and tall. It's harder to see, I get it, because you can't see the top of me. And then we're gonna lower the hands down, which helps with their sink. But I just want people to get used to the 90-degree leg, okay? And the foot behind you. And you can see my leg isn't even perfectly straight. It's one of those ones I want to work on. One of the things that makes it hard to see is my feet are not perfectly aligned, okay? They're not like this. It's like they're on a train track. My right leg is on the right track, my left leg is on the left track. And that helps with the balance as well as it helps with your hips as you sink down into that low warrior one. Really work on their transition forward. Try not to twist into it, but try to have your hips be straight as you lower down. We're just gonna hold low warrior one for a couple more. Good. Inhale, raise the hips up. Exhale, open left arm back, right arm forward, sink hips down. Really work on opening that left shoulder, which opens the chest, which opens the hips. Low warrior two. Inhale, raise the hips. Exhale, pivot back to the middle. Fold back down, low lunge. Now, same transition, different side. Tuck the left toe behind, raise the knee, step the right foot back into plank. Modify as needed. Hold plank, pull that belly button tight, engage the abs. Inhale, raise the hips, elbows tight. Exhale, lower the body. Inhale, Cobra, sink the hips down. Good. Let's tilt the head back this time. Nice, good stretch. Inhale, raise hips. Exhale, widen knees, feet together. Push with your palms, pushing the hips back, lowering the armpits down to the floor. Child pose. Breathe. Child's pose is a great one to do in the AM before bed, or AM when you get out of bed, or right before bed, especially after like a nice warm shower when your muscles are loose. You're really gonna get a great stretch in your lower back. Inhale back up to table. Sorry, I gotta check the time here, guys. We're doing great. Okay. We're gonna run through those real quick now. So here we go. There's a little bit more fast paced just because we're gonna do a review. So table pose. Inhale, cat. Exhale, cow. Cat. Exhale, cow. One more time, cat. Cow. Inhale, left foot behind you. Exhale, swing the left foot through, lean into low lunge. Inhale, slight raise. Exhale, left hand to the inside of the left leg, lean into low lizard. Inhale, raise hips. Bring that left hand to the outside. Exhale, slight lean. Yes, buddy, come here. Inhale, roll the hips up, bring the hands nice and high. Exhale, sink hips down. Low warrior one. Inhale, raise hips. Exhale, open. Low warrior two. Buddy, can you get out of the middle of the screen? Oh, you're doing it. Good job. Inhale, raise hips back up. Exhale, pivot, fold. Low lunge. Tuck the right toe, raise the knee. Watch out, buddy. Step the left foot back. Plank. Inhale, raise the hips, elbows tight, crocodile. Exhale, Cobra. Hey, okay, you two. All right, can you lay down, please? Good boy. Sorry, everybody. Inhale, raise hips. Exhale, child. Inhale, back up to table. Exhale, find your balance. Inhale, raise the right leg far behind you. Exhale, swing that right leg between. Lower the hips down. Low lunge. Inhale, walk the right hand to the inside. Exhale, lean into lizard. Inhale, hips up. Walk the hand back to the outside. Exhale, slight lean. Inhale, roll the hips. Bring the hands nice and tall. Exhale, hands down, sink hips. Low warrior one. Inhale, raise the hips. Exhale, open, left arm back, right arm forward, sink hips down. Low warrior two. Inhale, raise hips. Exhale, pivot, fold. Tuck that left underneath, raise the knee. Step the right leg back, plank. You're gonna have to get out from under me, buddy. Inhale, raise the hips, elbows tight. Exhale, lower down. How about you ready for you to do Cobra? Exhale up into Cobra. There you go. Good job. Inhale, raise hips. Exhale, push your hips back. Arms extended, child. Now you're getting it, buddy. I hope you're all getting it too. Good job. Inhale, raise hips. Cross your ankles behind you. Walk your hands back and find yourself in seated pose. Take a nice deep breath in. Can you show everybody a deep breath? Good. Okay, so let's take a nice couple deep breaths. On your next inhale, sit up nice and tall. Exhale, extend the left leg out in front, right leg out in front, left leg out next to your toe. Inhale, big as arm circles you can go. Exhale, reach out, grab a toe. Inhale, slight raise. Exhale, reach out, both hands grabbing the toe. One more deep breath. Exhale and get a little lower. Inhale, roll the hips up. Exhale, switch the feet. Inhale, sit up nice and tall. Exhale, big arm circle. Reach out and grab a toe. Inhale, slight raise. Exhale, get lower. One more deep breath. Exhale a little lower. Inhale, roll the spine up. Exhale, bring that right leg over the top of the left leg, and then tuck the left leg back. Sorry, buddy. And sit up nice and tall. This is called supine. Pull that left knee against the body, or right knee against the body. Sitting up tall, getting a good stretch. Inhale, this time we're gonna raise the left hand. Exhale, pivot that left hand back. Bring the right hand against the knee, creating kind of a different twist for us. This is supine twist. Reminder, left hand is straight to remind the spine to be straight. Inhale back to the middle. Exhale, drop the knee down. Switch the left knee across the top of the right knee and tuck the right leg back. Inhale, sit up nice and tall. Exhale, squeeze that knee.
I think,
Inhale, raise the right hand. Right hand. Exhale, twist the right hand back, pop the left hand up. Nice tall spine is what the hand reminds us. Supine twist. Inhale back to the middle. Exhale, drop the feet down into a butterfly. Hold those heels nice and close to the body. Wrap the hands underneath the feet. We're just gonna sit up nice and tall for a moment. Take a good breath in. Right now we're just letting gravity kind of drift our knees down. Today we're just gonna inhale, nice tall spine, reach that chest forward, and start to slowly fold at the hips. Remember we talked about this all last week. It's not just a spine round. You're gonna reach that chest out, lower, down. Inhale, reach that chest out, lower, down. Inhale, reach that chest out, lower, all the way down so that you can fold. Folded butterfly. Inhale, roll the spine up. And turn myself because we are going to a laying position next. Okay, so you're sitting up nice and tall. We're still in our butterfly. Sorry, guys, I don't have a clock in my kitchen. We're sitting up nice and tall in our butterfly. Raise the hands, stack the fingers, point the thumbs to the ceiling, slightly around the upper spine, and begin to exhale. Try to lower that spine onto the mat, vertebrae by vertebrae by vertebrae, or backbone by backbone by backbone, however you want to describe it. So we're going to lower ourselves down nice and slow until we come into a laying butterfly position. I like to place my hands right on the edge of my thighs, hold the thighs towards the mat to increase the stretch in your laying butterfly. Especially in this one, take a nice deep breath. Okay, this is one of those ones that's going to help relax and clear some stresses out. Exhale, reach your feet out in front. Inhale, raise the right leg, wrap your hands around the outside of that knee and squeeze the right leg to the chest. Half wind maker. Go ahead and slowly roll out that ankle. Keeping the left hand on the knee. Inhale, reaching the right hand far out to the side. Exhale, drawing the knee across the body, far as you can go. Once you feel your shoulders, you feel them lift off the mat, stop your rotation. However far you can get, then just hold. Let gravity, as well as a little bit of that force that you're putting on the knee, stretch your eyes, return to look at that extended hand, creating a nice stretch. Inhale back up to the middle. Exhale, extend that foot out in front. Inhale, raise the left leg, wrap the hands around that left knee, squeeze the left knee to the chest, squeeze it nice and tight, half wind maker. That right foot, point the toe away from the body, creating an even better stretch if you can. Let's roll the ankle. Keep the right hand on the knee, extend the left arm as far out to the side as you can. Exhale, draw the knee, cross the body, bent knee, twist. If you need to add to the stretch, like you're like, Rien, my knee goes all the way down, pull on that knee, creating even more of a stretch on that outside edge of your glute as well as your hip flexor. Inhale back up to the middle. Exhale, give that knee a good squeeze. Inhale, raise both knees. You want to wrap your hands around both knees. Give a nice tight squeeze. You're trying to roll yourself up into a ball. Full wind maker. If you'd like to rock back and forth just slightly, maybe massaging that lower back, that's great. As you exhale, I want you to slowly extend your feet out in front. Find yourself in a nice, comfortable position here on the floor. And you're going to take a deep breath in through your nose. Feel that chest and your ribs and your lungs expand. You're slowly going to exhale out. As we enter relaxation pose, I want you to continue to work on your mindset. As you take your breaths in and out, I want you to note any distractions that pop into your mind. It could be from my end, the sound of my voice, it could be something in your house, or it could just be thoughts. Note them. It's okay to get distracted. It's perfectly normal. But then try to clear that away. With each breath you take in, try to think of something positive, something good, something that brings joy to your life. And let that be the focal point of your thoughts. As you breathe out, give yourself permission to let go of a distraction, a stressor, something that's causing angst, anger, worry, fear. Not that these are emotions that you won't have to deal with later, but at least for this moment, in the here and now, you're able to let go of them and allow yourself to have the permission to not focus on those feelings. Work on being present in the moment. We're going to relax for about 5 minutes. Most importantly, breathe. Relaxation pose. You have about a minute left in your relaxation time. Continue to focus on your breathing. All right, guys, why don't you slowly roll to one side, sit yourself up into seated pose. Take one more deep breath. Namaste, my soul sees yours. I thank you all so much for the practice. For those of you who are live with class right now, hang out. We're gonna chat for just a bit when I shut the recording down. But I know there were some distractions today. I appreciate you guys kind of going through them with me. I hope your daily practice was successful. We added table, cat, cow, low lunge, lizard, plank, warrior 1, warrior 2, Crocodile, Cobra, Child's Pose. We added a lot, all right? We added a lot. So it's, we had a good day today. We're gonna, now I know we front load a lot on Mondays. We're gonna keep doing those poses throughout the rest of the week. So keep coming back. We'll keep getting better at these poses. Thank you for being here with me. Live class hangout, but everybody else, smile and be nice to somebody.